Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
¿Qué tal? Hi, how are you? My name is Romina. Mi nombre es Romina y soy tu profesora de español para la clase de hoy. I am your Spanish teacher for today's lesson. En la clase de hoy vamos a ver la diferencia entre hay versus está. So today we are going to learn the differences between I versus está. Only in the context of asking for directions, right? When we're trying to locate where things are.
So on screen you have a table that illustrates the difference between I and está. So we're going to start with I. I in Spanish significa there is, there are. So I in Spanish means in English there is, there are, right? While está means it is, okay? So the main difference is this, is basically I is something that we're going to use when we need to inquire about something, but we are unsure about that something actually existing nearby, right? So at the bottom of the table you can see an example, ¿no? Por ejemplo, ¿dónde hay un restaurante? Where is a restaurant, right? Is there a restaurant? That will be the correct translation. Is there a restaurant? So if I ask you, is there a restaurant? I'm asking you because I'm not sure if there is a restaurant, and I need a restaurant, but not a specific one. I'm not after an Indian restaurant or a Thai restaurant, a Mexican restaurant. Any restaurant will do, okay? So that's why I'm using I. Donde hay un restaurante. So we are basically using it to talk about something, about its existence. Okay, we're unsure if there is a restaurant nearby, and that's why we're asking that. But if we instead decide to say ¿Dónde está el restaurante? In that case, I'm talking about a specific restaurant. Okay, so I'm literally saying where is the restaurant, okay? And if I ask this to someone, they're gonna reply probably which restaurant are you referring to, right? So that's why in the example we have a name, El Mexicano. ¿Dónde está el restaurante mexicano? So basically we use está when we know there is a restaurant and we even know the name of the restaurant, okay? And we know it's somewhere, just not exactly where, okay? So when you're not being specific, you're going to go for the option I, okay? You're not being specific. But when you're using, when you are after something specific, then you're going to be using está. So that's the main difference between these two. And this is why I will be using the indefinite articles, okay, the undefined articles, because you are unsure, okay? So you're not saying where is the restaurant, you're saying where is a restaurant. So a is an article that is not defining, okay? It's indefinite, okay? So that's why whenever you're using I, you have to use un, una, unos, y unas. It's incorrect in Spanish to say donde hay el, donde hay la, so the definitive articles, okay, the specific articles. But if you're using está, then in that case you have to use the definitive articles, the specific articles. So we are going to be using el, la, los, las.
Veamos hay y está en acción con unos ejemplos. So let's see these two words, I and está, with some examples so you can understand this better.
On screen now, we have two conversations, two very brief conversations between a tourist and a police officer. Un turista, a tourist, and un policía, a police officer. So on the first one, we can see that the tourist is asking, ¿Dónde hay un banco? Please repeat. ¿Dónde hay un banco? ¿Dónde hay un banco? Muy bien. So here the tourist is asking, is there a bank? Or I need to find a bank. Where is it? Do you know where I can find one? And then the police officer can reply using the exact same verb, ¿no? Hay un banco al frente de la Plaza San Martín. So there is a bank across or in front of San Martín Square. So in this first conversation, the tourist is not really sure if there is actually a bank nearby. So that's why he's using I. He's basically giving away that he doesn't even know if there is a bank nearby. And also, he's not concerned about going to a specific bank. Any bank will do. So let's go now to the second conversation. The tourist asks, ¿Dónde está el Banco Nación? Please repeat. ¿Dónde está el Banco Nación? ¿Dónde está el Banco Nación? And again, you can see here that the police officer will be probably using the exact same verb to está to reply to this question. So he, in this example, is going to say, El Banco Nación está al frente de la Plaza San Martín. So the Nación Bank is across the San Martín Square. So in this case, as I explained before, basically the tourist knows that there is a bank nearby. He's just unsure about the exact location of the bank. And also he's been specific about the bank he needs. And that's why he's actually even saying the name of the bank.
Muy bien, amigos, es hora de practicar. Okay, my friends, so now we have to practice what we just learned. So grab some pen and paper and get ready to practice.
On screen, we have incomplete sentences. All you have to do is complete all of them with either I or está. Just take your time. You can pause this video now before I give you the answers. Just read all of the sentences. Pay attention, particularly to the articles that are being used, and complete the sentence. Okay, vamos con las respuestas. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. Okay, so the first one, A, is hay una biblioteca cerca del supermercado. Did you get that right? Vamos con la segunda. El cine está enfrente del banco. ¿Dónde hay una farmacia? ¿Dónde hay un café? ¿Dónde está el correo? La catedral está en el centro de la Plaza Mayor. En mi barrio no hay una estación de tren. La galería de arte está entre la plaza y el centro comercial. El museo no está cerca del banco. El museo está cerca de la plaza central. No está lejos la parada del autobús. 5 minutos. No hay restaurantes en la playa. El parque está en el centro de la ciudad.
Llegamos al final de la clase. This is the end of our lesson. Muchas gracias por ver esta lección. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. y nos vemos en la próxima clase. I will see you on our next class. Any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know or to contact us. Muchísimas gracias. Adiós, amigos.